What is the difference between legal separation and divorce? Well, a lot of people think that legal separation is a step towards divorce. You know, first you get legally separated, then you get divorced. But in Colorado, that's not the case at all. There is no stair step to divorce. Legal separation is an alternative to divorce, very different. However, you have to go through the exact same process that you would go through if you were getting a divorce. So divorce requires financial disclosures at the beginning. You'd have to do that as well in a legal separation. If you had children, you'd have to do a parenting plan. You'd have to figure out child support. If maintenance was an issue, you'd have to figure out maintenance. Exactly the same, no difference. So why is there legal separation? Why do you even have it? The reason is that some people want to be divorced in reality, but for a reason, sometimes religious, sometimes it has to do with medical insurance. They feel that a legal separation suits them better. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that someone is on their spouse's policy for medical insurance and they have a condition that really requires the use of that medical insurance all the time. The concern might be that if they get a divorce, they will be kicked off their spouse's policy. So some people will choose legal separation as a way to maintain that policy for the spouse that doesn't have that policy, but is on their spouse's policy. That would be one reason for legal separation. A second reason I've seen, purely the religious reason, you are still married in the eyes of the law. What does that mean? That means you can't marry anyone else, right? I mean, that's essentially the only difference. You're not allowed to marry anybody else, and if you did, it would be bigamy. So when you're legally separated, you have all of the, I don't know if you want to call them advantages, but all of the rights of someone who's divorced, but you don't have the name divorce, and you still are married in the eyes of the law. The last reason I've seen people choose legal separation over divorce is when they're trying their best to move something forward and their spouse is very upset about it, but feels better about a legal separation than they do a divorce. The funny thing about it, though, is that once you get a legal separation, after 6 months, having been legally separated, that means the separation decree is in effect for 6 months, either party can file one piece of paper with the court, just one piece of paper, and poof, the legal separation will be considered a divorce. So the only way you can really do a legal separation is if both parties are really in agreement, because once that 6 months, goes down the line, either party can change it to a divorce. So that's legal separation.